Welcome back to Man in Your Corner. I am Shaun Tucker, health scientist and breathing performance trainer. We are here in the living lab documenting the science, the struggle and the shift for every man who is ready to take his level in his life to the next one. Your pain keeps coming back because no one is asking why. They just keep on treating the symptoms, and then you make a good business for them, but no one actually gets to that resolve, and you actually keep on having that pain no matter how many times you go and see your physio or your person who's helping you on that pain issue. Before we get into that though, please go ahead and give us a rating on your podcast viewing or listening platform now. I really appreciate it. So no one's asking why. Why is the pain there in the first place? Instead, let's just treat the symptom, much like modern medicine looks at the symptom and let's treat the symptom. Instead, let's actually peel back behind what's actually happening. More than likely, there is a pattern to your pain. Not in all cases, but in most cases, there is a pattern to your pain. And this is coming from not a physio background. This is not coming from an osteo's background. This is coming back from someone who's lived with pain their whole life, plus helped many others get out of their pain based on simple patterns of movement, emotion, and other patterns like behaviors and things like that as well. So everything we have to remember is connected. How you think and how you feel, they are very interconnected. How you move, how your posture is, this is also very important and very connected. When you're feeling a little bit sad, usually your chest caves in. You're a little bit more kyphotic in your spine, and that shows up through the way that you walk and hold yourself. If you go and do a very hard workout in the gym, when you've just heard news of one of your good friends passing, more than likely, that workout's going to feel very different to how you would normally feel, given that that situation is different. If you would take it back to the baseline, the way that you normally move, your body would move differently. It would feel different when you work out. I'm not telling you not to work out. All I'm saying is there is a pattern to your pain. And if we can pick apart and understand what is the pattern to your pain, then we can start to actually unstack it. If you experience pain and chronic pain, you understand how important this is. If nobody's able to get to a resolve and they keep on, quote unquote, fixing you, but you're never actually getting any better over time, this is the episode for you. Because as someone who's lived with chronic back pain their entire life, I understand that no matter how much exercise you do, no matter how much rehab you do, it doesn't always equate to feeling better over the long period of time. In fact, it can make things worse. Not in all cases, but in some cases, it can actually make things worse. You need to understand how the body is functioning beneath the surface and how the mind influences the body and the body influences the mind. This is not an area of expertise that I think many people understand. However, those that kind of piece two and two together, meaning how much load you're undertaking, how much pressure, how much emotional toll is being placed on you. You can call it stress, but let's get a little bit more specific. What is the emotional load you're currently under? What is the physical toll, the financial toll, and the financial pressure that is being carried by you right now? That physically you can't see it as a weight like you would see in a gym, but I'm sure in the way that you move, it's there. And this is where it becomes really important to understand how you can pull this pattern apart. This is why I've studied health science. This is why I've studied massage therapy. This is why I've studied muscle testing. This is why I am super passionate about helping people who have chronic pain and actually get to a resolve underneath it all. Not by replacing what the physio and the osteo do. No, not at all. By actually complementing what they do. By allowing you to get access to the work that they've already done in you, to the work that you've already done in your rehab. Because a lot of the time, if you've got a chronic lower back pain like I do, a lot of the time the pressures, the stress that you carry, the financial worries, the life's getting a little bit hard, the uncertainty, all of these things matter. Yes, physical load is also a thing. So if you're training too hard, or if you're having too much coffee, you're going to wear yourself out. You're going to wear yourself too thin. That's why it's important to factor in what's happening in your life holistically, in all aspects of your life. How are your relationships? How's the flow of your money? Is it safe to fully express yourself? These things matter. But don't let me be the guy to tell you that. Maybe look inside yourself and ask yourself the question, how am I really doing? I took into account all aspects of what makes me, me. What are the areas that are a little bit challenging at the moment? Even though I might be physically fit, even though I might not eat any junk food, what else is happening in my life that could be influencing how my body is right now and where that pain just won't go away? This is not for me to correct. However, if you do have those symptoms of pain that just don't go away, no matter how many times you go and see your friend in the clinic, well, maybe message me. Because within 30 minutes, I can pretty quickly tell whether or not I can help you and really spot what's happening underneath the surface. So, if you found this episode helpful, please go ahead and give us a rating on the podcast platform or viewing platform you're looking right now or listening right now. It helps get in the man. It will help us get in front of the man who needs to hear the message today. Remember that most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones making conscious choices to make our lives better. Change your state. Choose how you show up. I am Shaun Tucker. I'll see you in the next one.